awkward that there's people on both sides of me. People are like looking at you, and then there's like mirrors. My name is Grace. I'm from the Samaritan Center. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We are a soup kitchen. Are any of you familiar with the Samaritan Center? Have been involved with it? Raise your hand high. We should be proud. That's really great. Thank you. That's awesome. Cheers. So to give you a little bit of insight of what we do there, and kind of, I always say when I give these talks, like what makes us special. So what makes us special is I work there, first of all. Second is we're a no questions asked soup kitchen. So what that means is anyone who is hungry can come and eat with us, whether you have $1 million in your pocket or 2 cents. We do serve SU students. It can be anyone, really. The only thing we ask for is that you be hungry. So when we say no questions asked, that's something that's not really done in practices like soup kitchens. A lot of times you have to get you have to show your ID, you have to show you what your income is, you have to reveal if you've been through the criminal justice system, which can be really intimidating to people who might be utilizing a soup kitchen. That's what else I think makes us special is the types of people we serve. So who do you guys think utilizes a soup kitchen? Audience participation is very important to me, so what do you think? No one, you're all educated people, you don't know who might use the soup kitchen?
Homeless.
Homeless, that's a good answer. Any other? Low income, that's a good one. I just want one more. What do you think? Anyone? That's a good one. Come on, you guys are from SU, really? Like, come on. I know it's Sunday, love. So those are all really good guesses. The biggest majority of people we serve, I like to say people who can't be competitive in a competitive world. So maybe it's people who didn't have the same opportunities that we do. Maybe it's someone who is struggling with addiction, who is struggling with mental illness. Maybe it's someone who just kind of can't catch a break, right? Not everyone is privileged as the people sitting in this room. Another percentage we do serve is, that's accurate, whoever said homeless, I think a majority of you did. We do serve homeless, but it's a very, very, very small percentage. So people living, according to New York state law, if you're living in shelter, so like your rescue mission, the Ox, SBH housing, transitional living, you are technically not homeless. You are homeless if you're living under a bridge. We do serve people who do live under bridges. We do serve people who are in transitional housing. So in my opinion, I think if you're sleeping at a shelter, you are technically homeless, but according to New York state law, you're not. The largest population we do serve is the working poor. So that's people who might have a job at Rite Aid, but they can't make ends meet, so they utilize our resources. So those are things that I think make us special. We're a 6-person staff. We serve 2 meals Monday through Friday, 1 on Saturday and Sunday. We're open 365 days a year. Hunger never takes a vacation, neither do we. We are a completely volunteer-run organization. It takes about 25 people to run a meal. We served just over 122,000 meals last year. So that's people in your neighborhood, in our backyard, who are utilizing our resources. Something that I think is also great about us is, while we are a soup kitchen, we offer other resources. So people always say hunger is kind of the first step in showing why you might need other resources, right? So maybe you still have your apartment, you still have your job, but you don't have enough money to buy food. And that's probably like the first step in a big problem, right? And if you don't have enough money for food, those other resources are gonna run out, right? Maybe you're struggling with a medical bill, maybe you're struggling with your employment, maybe you're struggling with some criminal justice issues. So we have a full-time case manager who helps our guests deal with other issues. And again, because we are no questions asked soup kitchen, I believe that we are less intimidating than other places. So maybe someone who's really scared to give their social, or really scared to go and talk about their experience with the criminal justice system, or really embarrassed to talk about the fact that they lost their job, they can come to us and we're not going to ask any questions, we're just going to offer them help. So I think that's pretty great. We also run a basic needs closet 2 times a week, which is where people can get like socks, coats, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush, all the things that I think we need to survive, right? So where do you guys all come in? First, I want to say on behalf of the Samaritan Center, we're super, super grateful that we are honored and selected to be your philanthropy group for this year. I think it's great that young people in our community want to get involved. As I said, it takes a lot of people to make what we do happen. And I'm so great and a big part of that, but I also need a ton of other people like you to help us. So ways you guys can get involved. You can always come down and serve a meal with us. It's really fun, I think, and you get to eat whatever you want, so that's kind of why I work there. So we do that two times a day, Monday through Friday. We serve anywhere between 150 to 300 guests per meal. So that's a ton of people, and it's a great way to meet all different walks of life, people who are from all over the spectrum. There's also ways we do a baked good program, so if any of you are bakers and maybe can't get down to the center yourself, you can always bake items and bring them to us. We run a sandwich making program. Do people understand the term food insecurity when I throw that around? Food insecurity is maybe you have food, but you're not sure where your next meal is going to come from. So that's different than being hungry. So food insecurity is, I just don't know if I have money or where my next meal is necessarily coming from. So we run a sandwich making program where students, a lot of people do it, Lemoyne does it, people in the community organizations, youth groups, churches, they make sandwiches for our guests, so that way we can give them a sandwich when they get their hot meal, so that they'll be food secure for that next meal. You can also do donation drives, so there's like a ton of you here, you're like your own little city, it freaks me out. Is you guys can run donations like a sock drive or a toothpaste drive or an old coat drive or something like that, because all those items are truly treasured to all of our guests. So there's a bunch of different ways to get involved, and it's really easy. One, you get to work with me, hey, pretty fun, and you're serving a really big need in our community. So that's us. If you have any questions, I'm not a dancer and you all really intimidate me with all your beautiful talent. So I'm going to scoop, but if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us in any way. We'd love for you guys to come down and see it. If you want to get involved and you're not sure, just call us, email us. You can just Google us. We're the only Samaritan Center in Syracuse. And we're open all the time, 7 days a week, so you're bound to find us. Thanks for having me.